Bitcoin update. We're going to look at Bitcoin on several different time frames. We're going to start off with the weekly, kind of look at the weekly close that happened yesterday. Then we'll zoom in to the more granular levels at the daily and also the 1 hour, so you know what to look for the rest of today, the rest of the week, and the rest of the month. All those good levels for resistance and support. So let's take a good hard look. And what do we notice about this chart? Right, we're zoomed in. This is the weekly chart, so we're starting on the far out scale. Previous 2 times, this purple line, what is that? That's the EMA 14-week moving average exponential. We rejected there previous 2 times we hit it, both in August and September. And you guessed it, we're still holding resistance there now for 2 weeks consecutive, working on our 3rd week. So what's the good and the bad? Well, the bad is we're still holding it as resistance. The good is we do have at least 3 consecutive green weekly candles, trying to put in a 4th, but we're really going to have to close at or above 21K this week to pull off a 4th green. If we can clear this resistance, we should make a good uptick to, at least test maybe 22.5 levels. Also coinciding to that 21-week EMA, 22.5 right there. That would be our next bigger scale picture, and we could make a nice move up to that if we are to flip, continue this momentum that we have. That's another, 8-9% from where we are as of recording. So that's what we want to be looking for. Now, when was the last time we had 3 green weekly candles? If you notice, it hasn't been on this least snapshot going all the way back to now we're looking at March, April, right? So let's see where that is. And you might be not glad that you asked, right? So looking back, we have to go all the way back to, you guessed it, a year ago. Last November, which was our all-time highest candle, right? Our all-time high close a year ago this week. So knock on wood, wherever you are. Last time, what are the differences and similarities? Yeah, that was the last time we had 3 green weeks. But what can you name it, right? Think in your head right now. What is different about this time than this time, other than we're very much lower prices? 1, we were at all-time high prices, right? We were at the high. But 2, based on just TA, right? This chart it looks different because we're not pressing the upper Bollinger Bands, right? We're not at all-time highs after a huge up move, and we're not at these upper Bollinger Band areas. So, right, a little bit different there. Maybe we have some more room to go, right? The upper Bollinger Bands now are around 24K. Those would definitely increase and open up if we get that move to the upside. 22.5 is our next big step on the weekly chart, then 25K, and then you have your 200 week, just shy of 26K. So a lot of big things above us, holding us down, but just interesting to note, the last time Bitcoin saw 3 green weekly candles was a year ago, and it was our all-time high candle before our sled down the mountain. Okay, so let's zoom in. Enough bad talk. Let's see what we have going on factually on the charts over the daily. So you can see that we're trying to kind of climb up these stairs here now. Right? Is the bottom in? Nobody knows, but it is for now, right? So until proven otherwise, we're trying to climb up these stairs, right? You see this working up. So this big stair, little stair, right? We didn't grade them on their construction process. Bitcoin's trying its best, okay? So what we want to be noting is where it bounced last time, right? The EMA 21, the yellow line, right? The EMA 50, the green line. So those need to hold this time as well, to continue the momentum, not to save us from abysmal death, but just to continue this upwards momentum. We need to not only hold those key moving averages, but you need to not go lower than you did before, right? That's your sign of momentum shifting. So if we go down, we're still okay, right? The EMA 8, we're already through, but we haven't closed the candle. We still have almost 7 hours as of recording. Depending on when you watch this, go look. Right? Where did we close at? Where did we close this candle? If you have a hard time seeing where we're closing, just put on your line chart, and there you can see where you close, right? I mean, look at these closing candles holding the EMA 14. That's the purple line, but your candles are actually going down to, the wicks are going down to the EMA 14 and 50. So those numbers, right, you can see at the top of your screen right there in the yellow, 20,325 as of right now. The green, 20,146. The EMA 14, we need to be closing at or above 20,500 for today to really just continue our momentum to the upside, to see, you know, your altcoins, your favorite altcoins doing well. Look at Matic, up still 10% again today. Matic, one of the better looking charts. We covered that a couple weeks ago. How Matic and BNB were both some of the strongest looking charts, and that was, you know, 50% ago or so for Matic, and I mean BNB was at like 280, 290 when we said that. Matic was at like 90 cents maybe. So a lot of big moves going on that. So if you want to see that continue, you need to see Bitcoin continue at least steady climb up the stairs. So that's the daily. Note also, we're kind of holding, we want to try to flip this and hold it as support, the 100-day EMA, right? We've only closed one candle really above that. So we need to regain that quicker than not. So let's zoom in a little bit more. How about the hourly? What to look at for the rest of today? And we want to look at our low. First of all, we're obviously in a downtrend on the hourly. So we want to maintain our lows. We need to put in a higher low, step one. There's your 200-hour EMA, right? Around 20,750. Love to get back above that sooner than later. But if we come down and you see Bitcoin price under 20,570, then you need to zoom out, right? Where's our next level to be watching? Well, it's going to be all the way down right around 20,000. So today, if you see Bitcoin under 20,500, it's the odds are the only thing you have to play in crypto. And the odds would say, based on this chart on the hourly, you're going to come back and test 20K again, probably in the next, 24 hours or so, if we break this, right? If we start moving down. So if you see Bitcoin today, whenever, over the next 7 hours, under 20,570, the odds are going up that you're going to come back and test this base again. And then you can use, this 20,000 for, the key psychological level for human emotion, which is how money trades hands usually. And then also your moving averages on the bigger time frames, right? So the daily, if you come down to one of those levels, right? 20,150 for the 50, right? Remember those levels. Those are what you want to be watching. So now you have a little bit of a puzzle for the week, day, and month charts. So hopefully you found this helpful in 1% minute possibility. If you did, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next one. We'll have plenty more altcoin coverage coming this week. And I appreciate you watching this long if you have, and I'll see you on the next one.